Hello and welcome to the second event of our Geometry Dash Clan Tournament bracket. I'm your host Trouble PKGD again, and I'm here with my co-host Fox Demix, who will once again explain a little bit about this event today.
So the clans we have up against each other today will be ST and 24HS. They'll be playing 3 rounds consisting of the levels Painful Playland, Into Petals, and Lay Fish. Players will earn points by reaching qualifying percentages, which will all be shown on stream. First qual will give 1 times points, the second will give 1.5 times, third will be 2 times, and a completion is worth 2.5 times points. Player with the most points at the end of a round will gain their clan 1 clan score, and the first clan to reach 2 clan score by the end of the match will be today's winner.
Alright, awesome. So at this point we are ready to move over to our overlay and start talking to the players. So I'm actually going to start off with asking Albert. Albert, who currently has an exclamation mark in the corner of their screen, and it's black, so I hope they're here, but... Okay. If you... Is your screen, like... Are you in GD right now? Okay, you might need to restart your screen share, because right now it's just a black screen. Let me deal with that. Perfect. Hopefully that does it. And yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so Albert, how are you feeling about Painful Playland and just your practice and the match in general? Oh, Discord has decided to mute on me. Nice. Okay, there you go. You're good. You can talk.
Okay. I'm pretty good right now, but man, every time I go in these tournament matches, these nerves, I just never get used to them. They're crazy.
Yeah, tournament nerves.
Hopefully I got the clutch factor again today.
Awesome. Well, best of luck. Tournament nerves are definitely a big factor in these sort of things. Goobrey, how are you feeling about the match today, and how did your practice go?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a long time since I've played this game, so it's been a bit weird coming back, but I beat it a couple times. I think I'm ready. Okay,
awesome. So, moving over to 24HS, I'm going to ask the same questions to Astral. Astral, how are you feeling about Painful Playland, and yeah, just the match in general?
This level is actually really fun. When I started playing it, I thought it's really bad, but it turned out to be really fun, and I also beat it a couple times. And about the match, well, I'm currently using the no sleep tactic, which just reduced my nerves because I can't even think straight. Hope that helps easing my nerves. And yeah, good luck.
Okay, it's an interesting strat. Sylvie, how are you feeling about Painful Playland? How are you feeling about your practice? And yeah.
So I absolutely despise this level, and it's very difficult for me to keep consistency on it. But I'm not feeling that great, but I can get pretty consistently far, even if beating the level's hard for me. I hope everything goes well. I don't have really any nerves, though. That's nice.
Gotcha. Well, best of luck. I think at this point we're about ready to start. I'm going to ask all the players to refresh the level, hitting the update button in the top right. Perfect. Awesome. So we're going to do a countdown on go. You will begin. So 3, 2, 1, go. And the 20-minute timer begins. So Painful Playland, honestly, very interesting level. A level I was actually very curious about beating for a good while. I never did end up going for it, but I did test the waters. Unfortunately, it being quite memory and quite troll heavy, it didn't quite stick with it, but it'll be interesting to see how the players perform on this. Qualifying percent for this is going to be 33%, 1.5 times multiplier at 50, and the 2 times multiplier at 66, along with the 100% 2.5 times multiplier. So
another thing to note, we got a 20-minute match here today. So
we do have a 20-minute match here, yes,
first one
because
on the
this
tournament
is an XL level, so that does mean they will have more playtime here. So currently, we do see Astral getting really close to the qualifying percentage here, and also Goobrey. Oh, Goobrey doing something in Mega Hack. I didn't quite catch it. Interesting. And Astral also in the qualifying range, getting points on the board. Both players getting points for both teams here. So approaching the 2 times multiplier for both players. Ooh, an Astral dies it. I believe that was around 46%. I don't know exactly what percent. Didn't quite catch it. But
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
see
46.
Goobrey getting into the second qualifying range here. And also Albert into the qualifying range as well. So currently ST getting points from both players. Getting a good start.
Very good start.
Sylvie currently struggling at the beginning just now, but could definitely pick it up. And also, Goobrey already making it into the 3rd qualifying range. Could be a completion already. We'll see what happens. And Albert not too far behind.
I believe the players seem to be pausing for some reason. It might be music sync related, but I can't tell. I've seen multiple of them doing that.
So a player actually asked me about this. They asked if they were allowed to pause for this because they were doing it to make a click easier, and that's completely fine. They are allowed to pause.
Interesting, interesting.
It's supposedly a bit of a blind click that's just easier if you take the time to pause, but we do see currently Goobrey getting really close to a completion on the board already. And also Albert staying close behind. This could be really good for ST here.
Certainly.
Astral also at 50%, really but that is good points. Does die at 50%, but that does just make it to the 1.5 times multiplier. And Goobrey getting the completion. 250 points for ST.
Albert not far behind right now.
Yeah, very close. Could be another completion for ST. That'd be already 500 points right in the beginning.
I would like to mention that was Goobrey's first attempt of the match.
First attempt
so they got a
of the
completion
match.
right off the bat.
Insane. And I do see Sylvie into the qualifying range here, getting points on the board for 24 HS.
They're going to need that with this lead that ST has taken in the first few minutes.
So, to my knowledge, Sylvie is probably, I think, one of the least experienced players in this. So, to get to this point, already getting points on the board, is actually really impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we do see Astral in the qualifying range.
Yes. That's what's always interesting with these things, because even less experienced players tend to do better than many of the experienced players and stuff like this. It really just depends on how much practice you're putting in.
Yeah, for sure. We actually see Sylvie on a really good attempt here. And also, we do see Astral also on a good attempt, although... Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was Sylvie who unfortunately died there, but they're only 199 points behind ST at the moment, so it's less than a completion game, although both players for ST are kind of on good runs right now. Although Albert's screen share, there we go, it's back. Yeah, ST is just performing really well. It seems like when one player gets far, the other player is just right behind.
Exactly. Well, I mean, combined, both players have only spent 3 attempts this match so far. Goobrey's on their second attempt. Goobrey's on their second attempt, so they might be getting 2 times in a row here. Maybe Albert as well.
That is an insane performance. But only 5 minutes has passed. It's only a quarter of the match length. So, you know, anything could happen here.
Yeah, definitely.
Sylvie dying there.
A lot of players start doing better much later in the match as their nerves tend to ease, so we'll see if that's the case for 24 HS here.
This could be another completion for Goobrey. Is that 2 in a row for Goobrey?
That would be 2 in a row if they get this.
And there we go.
And there it is.
2 in a row. That is 750 points, opening the gap between 24 HS and ST here. And Albert literally right behind, looking to make this 1,000 points for them already.
That would be insanely impressive. That would mean that every qualifying attempt they've gotten so far has been a completion.
Yeah,
and there it is.
1,000 points on the board. They're now 653 points ahead of 24 HS at the moment. And both players for 24 HS are not quite in the qualifying range yet, although Sylvie is getting really close here. And makes it into the qualifying range. That is points on the board for 24HS. Very needed.
Yeah, considering they're over 2 completions behind at this point. I mean, there's a lot of time still, but that's a little rough.
And from what I see in chat, Goobrey did die, which means they have lost their 3-in-a-row streak.
That is unfortunate. However, Albert could pick it up.
Yeah,
They
Albert's
currently
still
have
going.
2 in a row.
This could be painful. Playland is dead by Albert. I do see Goobrey right back into the qualifying range here any second. There we go. That's points on the board. We do see Albert in the
Astral is as
qualifying
well.
range.
Astral and Albert are at like almost the exact same percentage.
Yeah, they're pretty much tied right now. Okay. Looking good. Both players making it into the 1.5 times multiplier range. So basically what these players are doing is just cancelling out each other's attempts. And we do see Albert doing the
essentially.
pause. The pause is interesting. Would it help? I guess it must, right?
Yeah, why do it otherwise? Definitely an
Well,
interesting strat, though.
I feel like that's the sort of thing I would do in practice, and then I would actually attempt to do it in the level, and then I would just die and I would feel stupid.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, Goobrey on a really, really good attempt here. Albert dying, although there was still really good points on the board. That is not 3 in a row for Albert, though.
Very unfortunate.
We see Sylvie in the qualifying range here, and also Astral coming up to the end here.
This could be a first completion for, or not ST, sorry, 24HS.
This could be big.
Definitely needed at this point.
And are they gonna do it? Not seen anyone die to the end yet, but there we go.
There it
is.
is.
250 points on the board for 24HS, and the first completion for them in this round. That puts the gap up to 431 points. Still a pretty
However,
big
that's
gap.
about to change.
Ooh, and then
Goobrey canceling it out.
Gets a completion right after for ST, opening the gap up to 681 points right after.
Comeback is still definitely possible at this point, though. You never know what can happen.
Well, Albert is in the qualifying range, although Sylvie right behind, just about to get into the qualifying range, and there we go. That is points on the board for Sylvie. Yep, Albert hitting the 1.5 times multiplier range. Goobrey dying close to the qualifying. Ooh, and that was a death for Sylvie there, but that is points on the board.
It is, but I really think 24HS is going to need some completions here if they want to catch up.
So if I'm not mistaken, it was Goobrey that said that they haven't played the game in quite some time, right?
That is true, yes.
Well, they currently have the most points in the round, so that's very impressive.
It is. Yeah, they already have 3 completions.
Yeah, Albert about to get another completion on the board, possibly. It's still... Yeah, that was my fault. I shouldn't have said that. I said it too early. We do see
That's
Astral
actually
making it into the 1.5 times multiplier range.
That's their second death at 78 this match, so that click might be a bit of a choke point for them. Or it could not be. It could just be something random they started dying to.
Yeah,
This
and
type
we
of
do
things
see
tend to happen.
Sylvie into the qualifying range. Ooh, a death for Astral there. It is points on the board though. The gap is only opening up though, so it's looking really, really good for ST, but the comeback is not impossible.
That is for sure.
Not
We still have
likely,
9
but
minutes
not
here.
impossible.
We're going to need to
So-
see a lot of completions from 24HS, though.
Yeah, Sylvie in the 1.5 times multiplier range, on the way to the 2 times multiplier range. This could be a good attempt. In fact, very, very close to it now. Let's see. Do they make it? Yes, they do. That is 66%. Can they go for a completion? That would actually be kind of insane.
I do believe this is their furthest attempt of the stream.
Right now we see Albert making it into the 1.5 times multiplier range as well, along with Goobrey in the qualifying range. Ooh, a death from Sylvie. Very late into the level, but that is good points. That closes the gap back down to 576. Right now we see Albert on a very good attempt here, just making it into the 2 times multiplier range, along with Goobrey getting close to that too. I actually really like the way this level looks. I think it's very cool. It's very silly. It's like a mix of old style as well, while being kind of modern. It just overall, I like the level.
Yeah, it's a very interesting memory level. It's fun to watch as well.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of unique gimmicks. I did a bit of practice on this, and yeah, some of the gimmicks are actually very fun. It's very fun to figure out what you have to do, because it's not very intuitive. However, we might be seeing a lot of points for SC here, which would put them way in the lead.
As you... Oh wait, no, that was... Never mind, I'm wrong. That was a different player. I was looking at the wrong set of screens. Yeah, ST are both very far here. Albert getting a completion on the board. Goobrey really, really close behind. Could be a double completion here.
This would push both players on ST to over 1,000 points.
Can they do it? I see Sylvie in the qualifying range. Goobrey right at the end here and does get another completion for ST. Absolutely insane. That opens the gap up to 1,076 points. So currently, 24HS would pretty much need to over double their points to close the gap. I'm not too sure it's looking
6
possible.
minutes. Not very likely.
Yeah, with this being an XL level as well, is it actually even theoretically possible? I'm not too sure.
Do we know the exact length? Did you have that down or no?
It's around, it's like near 3 minutes.
Ooh, yeah. I'm thinking...
Probably not.
I mean, in theory, it's it's possible if both Goobrey and Albert get no more points for the rest of the match and Sylvie and Astral just beat it. But
we say that, but currently Albert's in the qualifying range and Goobrey is just about to be into the qualifying range. I think it's looking very likely ST is taking the first clan score on this one. By the way, this is a best of 3, but even if ST wins the first 2 rounds, we will still be playing out the 3rd round just to make sure the players actually get the opportunity to play on the stream.
Yeah, we don't want their practice going to waste. They put a lot of effort into this, as evidenced by how good they are here.
Yeah. How many completions have we already seen in this round?
Just in this round, we have seen 8.
8
which is crazy, especially for a level this long.
Completion on the board.
Oh, wow. I was not paying attention to that. That's their first completion. I am not sure.
Did they just beat the level for the first time? If so, that's kind of awesome.
They could have always been playing on a copy, but
that's true. That's very true. Either way, I don't know how many times they've beaten it prior to this. That's a crazy attempt. Keeping in mind, I believe this level isn't like too far away from their current hardest, so getting a completion on the stream is really, really impressive. I'm not entirely sure how close, but I'm pretty sure compared to some of the other players in this round, yeah, no, that's definitely noteworthy. And we do see Albert about to get another completion on the board here.
That is their 4th completion this match, putting ST up to 8 total completions.
And 10 total in the match, right? In the round.
Yep.
10 completions in this round alone. Of an XL level, too. We have 4 minutes remaining.
All players kind of near the beginning at this point.
To be clear, I don't know if you were talking to us, but I see this message in chat. We're not dissing Sylvie. I am saying it's very noteworthy that, you know, it's more impressive to see them getting a completion in the round. We do see Sylvie back into the qualifying range.
I believe they're the only one in qualifying right now.
Well, Albert is as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. See if we can get any more.
Right about into the qualifying range here.
See if we can get any more completions before the end of this match.
And Albert into the 1.5 times multiplier range. We also see Sylvie in the same range as well. And Goobrey not too far behind. Astral about to be into the qualifying range. Yep, Goobrey making it there too. Sylvie on another really good attempt here.
Yeah, I believe this is approaching their second best attempt already. They might be going for another completion here. We'll have to see though.
Yeah, definitely. We also see Albert currently about to be at 80% as well. We have two players getting really close to the end. Goobrey not too far behind. We could have a triple completion.
That would be wild. Especially on a level as long as this.
It's
not very common that you see
here.
So many completions next to each other.
Is it going to happen? The triple completion. Any one of these players dying will cost it. There we go. Sylvie with another completion on the board. We see Albert getting a completion and Goobrey currently at 90%. This could be 3 completions in the one round at the same time. Here we go.
Fun fact, that was 3 in a row for Albert.
3 in a row for Albert. And talking of 3, Goobrey does get that triple completion.
Amazing.
We have just over a minute left in the round. Got to keep an eye on that timer.
It does seem to me that Sylvie's nerves most likely have calmed down as the match has gone on, considering their only 2 completions have been in the past couple minutes.
In fact, their performance has picked up a lot from the beginning. They've actually overtaken Astral as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 30 seconds remaining. Players do get to finish their last attempt, so when the timer does hit 0, they will be able to play until their attempt finishes. Yeah, ST about to get 3,000 combined score here.
Very, very impressive.
We have 10 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1, and everybody is on their final attempts.
Looks like Astral might be getting a completion on their final attempt here.
That pause throws me off. I thought they died. There we go. Astral with a completion. They are officially done playing in this round. I did see Sylvie die there as well, so Sylvie is done. So it is just the ST players remaining, getting their final attempts here. We could be seeing another completion for Albert.
Another last attempt completion.
And it looks like Goobrey is going to also get into the qualifying here on the last attempt. Yeah, both players getting even more points on the board.
Albert up approaching the very end of the level. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing another completion here from Albert, which would be 4 in a row, by the way, and there it is. That is 4 in a row
for Albert. Albert is done playing. We just need to wait for Goobrey to finish this attempt. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be a moment where like they got to continue their attempt so early on when the timer hits 0, and now we're just gonna have to wait for like the entire completion.
Oh, and there it is. I believe that is a
what happened
that's
there?
a death. And there it is. Time is up.
Okay, so that is everybody's performance done here. Fox, would you like to talk to these players?
I sure would. Albert, how do you feel about your performance today?
I played a near perfect game. I don't know how I did that. That was my best performance.
That was super
yet.
impressive. You got 4 in a row.
Oh,
Yeah, good job, man. All right,
Thank
moving
you.
on to Goobrey. How do you feel about your performance today?
So after the first 2 completions, I realized I forgot to start recording, and I just ran out of storage space, and it tabbed me out of my game, and I died.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
unfortunate. Well,
But
don't
judging
worry
by
about
how
that.
Albert did,
Yeah.
I think we're probably fine.
Yeah, you guys did very, very
definitely.
All right, moving on to Astral. How do you feel about your performance today?
That was probably the worst thing I could ever done, but well, whatever.
You did your
At
best.
least I did get 2 completion compared to all the runs I did.
Yeah, and you
Which
got
I
one
only
right
had
at the
one.
It
end.
was a great performance.
Yeah, I feel like I could have done a lot better than that, considering I've been getting into third call like every attempt during my test run. But yeah, it's fine.
Ah,
GG's.
that's unfortunate. All right, moving on to Sylvie. How do you feel about your match today?
I did a lot better than I thought I would. I was playing really bad at the beginning, and I was having a lot of deaths that I've never had before. I think the nerfs were really getting to me, but I did 2 completions, and I actually beat it for the first time I ever did on this setup, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome.
I also want to congratulate the other 2 people. Good job, both of you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So yeah, to announce the scores, ST did take the win for this round with a combined score of 3,323 points. 24HS getting 1,911 combined score. Congratulations to ST on this round. We're gonna move to a 5-minute break, and then we're gonna play into PETALS. And we are back. Moving back over to our overlay here. Oh, OBS? That was pretty cool. I like that. Discord has unmuted itself. So we have our players for Into Petals. I'm going to introduce them all. For ST, we have Martino. Martino, how are you feeling about Into Petals, and how are you feeling about the match today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I like this level a lot. I've been meaning to play it for a while, so seeing it on the list was really, really exciting. And I really enjoyed practicing it. So hopefully I do well.
Okay, awesome. Best of luck. Sounds like you're confident. Moving on to, I believe it's Aless. Is that how you pronounce the name?
It's Aless, but it worked.
Aless, gotcha. Okay, how are you feeling about Into Petals and just the match in general?
Well, practicing this level was very interesting. It's not something that I'm used to. It has some gimmicks that made it very awkward for me at the start, but I feel like I'm confident right now that I can play well.
Okay, awesome. Okay, moving over to 24HS, we have Aqua. How are you feeling about the match? How are you feeling about your practice and just, yeah, the level in general?
Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do great. I don't think I was even supposed to play, but our team like ran out of players or something, so I mean, my consistency is pretty coin flip, but I hope I just get lucky or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Well, best of luck. I'm moving over to Cinder Block. How are you feeling about Into Petals and just the match in general?
This level, I don't like this level at all. My copy is named Into LARP, so, and so, yeah, no, I don't like this level at all. The match, that's all I'll say.
Oh, gotcha. Well, at least you only have to play it today, and then it's done. You never have to touch this level again. At this point, we are ready to start, so everybody can refresh the level. Just hit the update button in the top right. Awesome. And we are going to start. I see the timer's decided to get ahead of itself. We're going to start the 15-minute timer on go. And 3, 2, 1, go. And they are off. So, Into Petals. This is an interesting level. I haven't seen much of this level prior to this. I did, of course, take a look at it for this match. It's interesting. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Do I think it's something I would want to beat?
Seems quite boring to me from what I've seen, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the gameplay's fun. The level in general, it's a level. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not bad. It's not great. It's whatever. As long as hopefully the players didn't mind it too much, other than, you know, Cinder Block.
Yeah.
So, qualifying percentage for this level is at 30%, 1.5 times multiplier at 54, 2 times multiplier at the forbidden number 67, and 2.5 times at 100. Currently, we do see Cinder Block already on the way to 50%, so really good points for 24HS here, which is needed because ST did win the previous round. So, already 75 points on the board for 24HS. And I do see Aqua in the qualifying range as well. So, this is really, really a good start. And, oh, Martino died, and I believe literally right before the qualifying percentage, too. However, Aless does make it there. I'm already forgetting how to pronounce that name. I apologize. I'm probably going to, like, butcher it. Okay, Cinder Block already back into the qualifying. 24HS having a really, really good start here. Already 109 points, although we do see... Dude, remind me, Fox, help me out here. Is it Aless?
It's Aless.
Aless, yeah. I got it. Aless, there you go. Thank you. I see it in the chat as well. My bad. My mind could be running when I'm doing this kind of thing, and then I just forget instantly. Currently, all players kind of at the beginning here. So, 151 points for 24HS. They're currently 66 points ahead of ST. And like we already said, this is very, very big for them. They need to try hold this lead. Currently, we do see Cinder Block already back on the way to qualifying percentage, along with Aless.
Very funny seeing Cinder Block with the highest score right now, all things considered. They seem to not be the biggest fan of this level.
Yeah. Interesting. Not really liking the level, but being so far the best performing on the level. I mean, that just shows dedication, right? If you're not enjoying it,
Yeah,
you're still
definitely.
putting in the work. So actually, we do see a second qualifying range. 1.5 times multiplier for Cinder. And also a really good attempt for Aless here. Aless, don't pronounce it so weird every time. I'm so sorry.
Oh, and that's a death from
I'm
Cinder.
like overthinking it. Oh, but that's still good points.
It is, definitely. Aless, though, currently at 75%.
Ooh, yeah, they're in the third qualifying range. In fact, this could be giving them back the lead for ST.
Especially if it's a completion. To my knowledge, this level ends on a very long dash orb. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. So they got the completion. So actually...
Not yet. There is a release. There is a release.
There's a release.
Yep.
There it is. It's a yellow orb. Interesting. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That does give ST the lead again. And currently, both players for 24HS kind of at the beginning. So, this could be really good for ST. Again, too early to say anything. It's still really, really close. Only 87-point difference.
Sorry, I'm...
Martino got 32% and no points. Interesting. I'll have Fox to look at that right now. Don't worry, all the scores are
right
being
now.
tracked. Yeah, everything is being tracked. So even if there is some sort of error, it will be fixed, and it can be fixed. There's nothing being missed
right now. Yep.
So actually, we do see Aless back into the qualifying range here. Oh, did you fix it?
No, not yet. I'm still working on it. It'll take me 1 minute, but I'll get it done.
Gotcha. You're good. Take all the time. Martino is picking up the pace here. Starting to get some good attempts on the board. Ooh, I saw...
Should be all the scores corrected. There we go.
There we go, there you go. Everything is back how it should be. We apologize for that. But nothing really changed. Well, things changed. I guess ST got a better lead, but the current winning position is still ST. And in fact, it's currently over a completion game now, so it's actually quite good for ST. Being 259 points ahead of 24HS. So just a reminder to everyone, because this is the actual bracket and no longer the show match, the losing team here is eliminated from the tournament, and the winning team will be moving on to the quarterfinals. So this is very important for these teams. Ooh, and a death from Martino there. I'm not sure if that was in qualifying range.
It was. I believe it was, let's see, 45%.
45%. Good attempt. Oh, and also, Aless is on a really good attempt as well. Every time I say that name, I'm like scared to say it.
You're tweaking, bro. You're tweaking.
I am. I don't know what's happening. I got mind blocked.
It's very interesting. The quals here, the second qual and the third qual are very close in percentage, so I imagine that section of the level is quite difficult.
Yeah, definitely. And then I guess the dash orb kind of makes up for that difference at the end.
Yeah, probably.
Martino on a good attempt here. This could be really good for ST, opening up the gap even further, although Cinder getting into the qualifying range as well.
Yeah, it's not looking great for 24HS starting off here, but we are only halfway through the match. There's still plenty of time for them to catch up. It's only a little over a completion ahead, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely. However, Martino on a really, really good attempt here. This could be massive for ST. Currently, everybody else still kind of nearing the beginning, so all eyes on Martino.
Could be their first completion of the round here.
Yep, at the dash
At the
orb.
dash
So all they
orb.
need to do is hit that yellow orb correctly, and they are good to go. And they do it. That
There
is
it
a
is.
completion for ST. That's another 250 points, opening up the gap to 596 points ahead of 24HS. So everybody, oh actually no. Aless is actually in the qualifying range. So all eyes on Aless at the moment. So right now it's it's interesting because everybody seems to be stuck at the beginning, and then there's one player that seems to be on a good attempt. We'll see how it goes when Aless finishes this attempt, and we'll see if somebody else is far and everyone else is at the beginning.
Looking a bit dire for 24HS here, though.
Cube 448 power. I hope
What?
that's not something I'm gonna regret saying, but I'm just reading what chat's saying. How bad can
Aless
Cube
did die.
448 be? Oh, it's a GD cube. Oh, that's what they mean by that. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
I kind of
Don't know which cube that is, but I imagine it's one of the players we have here
Not
today.
just any GD cube. Cube 448.
Yes, remember that. Remember that one.
Anyway, we do see Cinder. Ooh, right as I said that, and I was about to talk about Aless as well, but they both died right as I was about to mention that they were far. Everybody kind of at the beginning of the level here. More Cube
Really not
448
looking
being
good
spammed in
for-
the chat.
Really not looking good for 24HS, unfortunately. If they cannot pull it together at last 5 minutes of this round, they will be kicked right off the bracket.
Yeah, but we will still play the final round. Just, you know, out of respect to the players, they have been putting the practice in.
Of course.
There we go. We have two players, or not quite two players. Now we have two players, both ST players in the qualifying range, getting even more points. Seemingly, the gap is staying pretty similar at the moment, but I do think it's going to open up quite a bit here with the two ST players being where they are.
I have a feeling ST is about to start pulling way ahead.
Yeah, definitely. But Cinder is also on a really good attempt as well.
That is true.
Ooh, dies at 50%.
Ooh.
Not quite the 1.5
Yeah, they have
times
yet to make it
multiplier.
to even third qual. This is looking rough.
Which is interesting because they were doing the best in the beginning. Right now, it's Aless with 647 points. And
To
now
be fair,
803
looking-
points. They're
I'm
still
looking
on
at
good
the sheet here.
performance.
Cinder is consistently getting to second qual every single attempt, or sorry, late first qual, early second qual, every single attempt so far. They have not had a death earlier than 39%, which I cannot say for any of the other players.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting consistency.
Or sorry, I misread. I forgot that Cinder Block was being manually tracked, so they definitely have had deaths before there.
Oh,
But
you're so right.
in
Yeah,
all
that makes
fairness,
sense.
regardless, I still do think they have maybe the most they do have the most first qual attempts so far, and the most qual attempts total. So not
Yeah,
entirely
they just got
off the mark
another
there.
qual attempt right as we were talking about that, pinning them up to 509 points. We do have just over 3 minutes in the match remaining. Currently, as it stands, ST with 1,349 points, 768 points ahead of the combined 581 points for 24HS. And also, we do see Aless on a really good attempt here, making it into the third qualifying range. And also Martino making it into the qualifying range. Ooh, a death for Aqua. That is points on the board though.
Less approaching that final dash orb. This would be their
Will they
second
do it?
completion of the match.
Will they do it?
It's so tense.
Any
I don't know
second.
how hard this yellow word
There
is.
it is.
And there we go.
It'd be funny if it's like really, really, really easy, and it's just like, will they do it?
Making such a big deal out of nothing. Though I do believe at this point, it is no longer possible for 24HS to make the
Oh
comeback.
yeah, definitely. They would need basically a thought. I mean, once you combine, or once you consider Martino's position right now, over 1,000 points. So unfortunately, I don't think it's looking very possible for 24HS. They will still play out their final round. However, I think it's pretty safe to say that ST will be moving on into the quarterfinals.
Certainly.
Right now, it seems like everyone's kind of in the beginning. Cinder on the way to the qualifying range.
It would seem to me that Cinder is definitely the most consistent at the first half of the level, but
At the first half. Yeah.
Yeah. However, the second half seems to be a bit of a struggle for them. They're having a lot of deaths in the 50s and 60s.
Have they made a completion this attempt? Have they gotten one?
They have not. I believe their furthest
Unfortunate.
attempt today was 65, but they have the most
Ooh,
quals
right before the two-times multiplier,
at
too.
10.
We do see Aless about to make it into the qualifying range here, getting even more points on the board for ST. The gap has opened up to over 1,131 points difference. We do see we have 20 seconds remaining.
Left.
Players getting close to their final attempts here. Ten seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everyone is on their final attempts. Any death here? Oh,
And that's it for
already
Aqua.
dying. Aqua is officially done. So Aqua can stop playing. Aless died there. I think Aless is now done. So it's just Martino and Cinder.
Will we see any last minute completions?
I think Aless should have stopped playing by now. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Cinder getting a final qualifying attempt, and Martino dying. Martino is done. Martino can stop playing. Just to be clear, I think Martino should be on death, and now they are done.
Yep,
They
I
can
got
stop.
them. Yep, they are finished. Okay, we are just waiting on Cinderblock's
Yep,
final
Cinder.
attempt.
Well, they managed to get that completion that they've been looking for.
Currently
They're
one
on
of
a
their
good
best
attempt.
attempts of the round.
Yeah, very good attempt. Making it into the third qualifying range. Ending it on
This
a
is
good
now
note
by
for them.
far their best attempt. Will we be seeing a completion?
Very hopeful for them. It'll be good just to get that completion in the match, especially in the final attempt.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that is
Oh,
right. Is that the dash
unfortunate.
orb on the screen too? That's
Yep, I
very
believe
unfortunate.
so. And that is the round
That is
over for all
it.
our players today.
So I'm gonna let you talk to these players, see how they're feeling.
Alrighty, we'll start with Martino. How do you feel about your performance today?
Oh, oops. Bro, I can't lie. I was shitting bricks. this beginning is actually so rough. But like, similar to most people, the farther the timer was going, my nerves were starting to settle down. So I performed a bit better.
Yeah, understandable. Alrighty, moving on to Aless. How do you feel about your match today?
Honestly, I performed as I was expecting I would. At least I got 2 completions in there, and some of them being a little bit robbed, I feel, but that's just the nature of the level. So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Gotcha. Well, you got the most completions for this round, so very impressive. Alright, moving on to Aqua. How do you feel about your performance today?
Oh, There we go.
I mean, honestly, I just didn't play well at the start, and then I just couldn't focus again. I like beat the level twice earlier, and I don't know. I just choke, I guess.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Stuff like that happens. It's the nature of these tournaments. All right, moving on to Cinder Block. How do you feel about your performance today?
Oh, that was honestly my worst session I've had on this level.
Really?
Yeah, no, that was horrible. I mean, I beat it like twice in a row earlier, and then I don't know, dude. I couldn't see anything because I had to lower my graphics to low, so that probably had a part.
Yeah, no, that's very unfortunate.
But, it's whatever, you know. Shit happens.
Yep, that's true.
All right, well, to announce the current standings, ST with a combined score of 1,926 and 24HS with a combined score of 939. That does mean ST is guaranteed into the quarterfinals. 24HS is eliminated, but we are still going to play out their final match just out of respect to the players and make sure they actually get to play on the stream after all the hard work they've put into it. So we will go on a 5-minute break time. We will be back. And we are back. Moving over to... Why does it keep lagging like this? Okay, I wonder if the stream just lagged and you didn't hear me for a second there. I don't know why it keeps lagging like this. It's been working fine every other stream. Today it just doesn't want it. It's fine. So, for the final round today, we have Fishe, and we have our players for ST, Spyrosh, and Technical. For 24HS, we have Hazel and Hammy. So, Spyrosh, how are you feeling about Fishe, and how are you feeling about your practice?
Pretty damn good. I'm pretty pumped to play. I'm kind of bummed Ruler of Everything got banned, like, immediately.
Ruler of Everything got banned, yeah.
I'm pretty confident. I'm feeling good.
Okay, awesome. And going over to Technical, how are you feeling about Fishe, and how are you feeling about the match?
I feel many different ways personally. I feel confident. I haven't had as much time to play as I would have liked, but I still feel like I'm consistent enough to be able to score well. It's also kind of nice that our friends are like awesome at the game, so we kind of get to like not have the pressure of like, you know, oh, we have to play super well in order to move on. So it takes the pressure off a little bit, but like we still want the clean sweep. So
of course, yeah, if you can get a clean sweep, that'd be great for ST. Moving over to Hazel, how are you feeling about this round?
I'm gonna be real. This is it's like a mixed bag of everything. I hate playing this level, but I think my practice was okay. Hopefully, I get a completion or two with all the nerves. I'm actually so nervous right now.
That's completely fair. Well, best of luck. Hopefully you can get that completion or two. And moving over to Hammy, how are you feeling about Fishe, the match, and just everything in general?
Well, the level is like, it's so weird. Like, the beginning and the end are like the hardest parts easily. But I think I got pretty consistent at them, so I'm a decent bit confident for this.
Okay, well, best of luck. And I think at this point we are ready to get started, so if all the players can refresh the level, hitting the restart button in the top right, the update button, I suppose. There we go, perfect. All right, on go, I'm going to start the 15-minute timer and you can begin. So, 3, 2, 1, go. The 15-minute timer does begin. So, yeah, Fishe. Interesting level to end the day off here. This is the final round. As we said, as we can already see in the middle of the screen here, the clan score is already set to 2 for ST, meaning they have already qualified. It's a silly level to end the day on. I mean, Fishe, come on now. We do have very good players here, including Technical, which I'm sure everybody knows. But yeah, Fishe is a level. Honestly, I thought this was. I think it's Fish. Is it Fishy? I don't know. There's another.
There's
like
another
this.
one, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought when this got rolled, that's what it was, and then I saw the video and I was like, oh, okay.
This level's really funny. It has a base cave type straight fly thing in the middle of it, which is like the meter thing, which is awesome. I love that.
However, I do know that the last around 10% on this level is supposed to be very hard. So we'll see how that plays out for the players. Could be seeing some ending deaths in this one for sure. And currently, as it stands, we do see 24HS in the lead, although Tech is on a qualifying run, which will probably steal it back for ST. Hammy on a really good run as well, though, actually. So Hammy's probably going to keep that. And Tack does die, putting ST up to 161 points. Although Hammy could, and I want to say could be seeing a completion here, although that ending that I was talking about. Let's see it. Oh, that's it?
That's
the ending?
Yep.
Well, there we go. They got a completion. That ending was... Okay, I mean, I could see why you could die to that for sure.
Yeah,
it was clicking kind of blind.
Pitch black.
I was expecting like some crazy gameplay, and then it was like 3 clicks.
Yeah.
Okay, we see Technical at 61%. Commentator's curse right there. Hammy is into the qualifying range. Everybody else kind of at the beginning, so all eyes on Hammy at the moment.
Very close match starting off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right now, it's only a 92-point difference, and currently 24 HS is actually in the lead. Yeah, I see what you mean by the base cave straight fly thing.
I think I misspoke. I don't think it's a straight fly, but it
like you have to
looks
click
similar
when
to
it
the
lands
thing
in the
base cave.
middle.
Yeah,
it's a weird gimmick. I do
funny.
like weird things in levels like that. It's kind of silly.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh, death for Spyrush there. We see Hammy getting into the qualifying along with Hazel, both 24 HS players into the qualifying range. Technical at the very end of the level here. We're gonna see are we gonna see what that last 10% is all about?
Maybe. Yeah, what's interesting is our final qual here is at 86, right before this ending.
82, actually.
Or, sorry, I apologize, 82.
Yeah, and Technical gets the completion. That's the first completion for ST. It's good points on the board, and actually stealing the lead again. By only 70 points, though. Anything could happen.
Yeah, super close match to start off here.
And in fact, Hazel is about to be in that final ending. Final ending, the ending.
Well, they
And
die,
that's a
and
completion
they
for
also get the
Hazel.
completion.
So actually, this is supposed to be the hardest level of today. We're seeing a lot of completions already, so this is a really good start for the players.
We're already at 3. The only player without incompletion so far is Spyrush. However, they are, I believe, in second qual currently. Yep.
Yep, there we go. 72%. And Technical about to be into that sort of ending before the ending.
Yep. Spyrush in third qual, perhaps getting their first completion of the round.
I swear people were talking about the last 10% on this. And I mean, oh, there we go.
Oh!
Spyrush dies to it. There you go. There's that 10% that they were talking about.
Yep. Still an insanely close match, only a 124-point difference.
Yeah, we see Hammy in the qualifying range, Hazel on the way to that ending. Actually, this is going to be quite back and forward in terms of who's got the lead here. It's going to be an interesting match.
It seems like it. Will we see a completion?
We do see a completion
There we
for
go.
Hazel. That's another 250 points. So yeah, once again, they're just going to steal that lead back. There we go. 167 points ahead of
That's
ST at the moment.
2 in a row, by the way, I would like to mention.
2 in a row for Hazel?
Yep.
Very impressive. We also see Spyrush in the ending. Gonna just
Can they
steal that
redeem
lead
themselves after their previous ending death? Or are we going to see another death to those last few somewhat blind-looking clicks?
And that's a completion
There
for
we go.
Spyrush. That's redemption for dying there last time. Stealing the lead again. However, we do see Hammy on a good attempt, but actually quite evenly matched up. Ooh, dies. So actually Technical could be stealing the lead for ST again here any second. In fact, we'll definitely be stealing the lead any second. Although Hazel into the qualifying range again. Dies very early into the qualifying though. Ooh, and
Tech
Technical
dies
as well.
right before the black part.
So only 105 points difference right now. Literally anything could happen. There's 8 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Someone's either going to take it away or this is just going to be back and forward the entire time.
Might have a very close match here.
So for ST, this is just seeing if they can get that clean sweep, right? They've already won the first 2 rounds. They just want to see if they can get that 3 in their clan score.
Of course.
So yeah, the gap is opening up only a little bit. Currently at 200-point difference.
Hammy in that ending, though. Could
Yeah, about
bring
to
it
steal
back
the
for
lead.
24 HS.
Little technical on the way to the ending. Hammy getting a completion. So yep, the lead is switching back over to 24 HS. Although all eyes on technical because he's probably just gonna steal it again. There we go. That's a completion for technical, meaning ST is taking the lead again. Anybody on the way to... Well, actually, right now, everyone's kind of at the beginning, but Spyrosh is at 53%, so they could be trying to open up that gap while they have the lead. Ooh, but dying in the 50s. That was either right before the 1.5 times multiplier or just inside of it.
Give a check for that. That was inside the second qual, so yes, they did get extra points for that. 61%.
Awesome. Oh, it was in the 60s. Really? Okay. Well, I was on another planet there. Right now, ooh, I was just about to comment on where Hazel was, but they died right as I was about to do it. Hammy and Spyrosh in the qualifying. Technical just making it into the qualifying as well. And Hammy almost not hitting the green in the little mini game there.
That would be a really funny death to see. Not that I'm wishing that upon any of them, but you know.
It's just a silly part of the level.
Yep.
Technical in the ending. This could be really good for ST. This could open up the gap, although Hazel is on the way to that ending too. And that's a completion for technical, opening up the gap now. ST trying to take it away.
So intense every single time. I'm just waiting on the edge of my seat. It's so slow. To be fair, we've only seen one death there so far.
Hazel about to be in those last few clicks. Does get the completion. Doesn't quite get the 24 HS the lead again, but it does close the gap. Spyrosh, however, already at 83%. So, yeah, they're just opening up the gap again. This is overall really close. Spyrosh getting that completion. Really good points for ST. Really needed points if they want to keep that lead. Technical making it into the 1.5 times multiplier range.
This is not looking great for 24 HS. They're already a completion behind. Plus Tech is approaching third qual.
Yeah. And there we go, into the third qualifying range. However, both players for 24 HS are on pretty good attempts right now. But the same can be said for ST, as Technical gets another completion on the board, and Spyrosh is currently at 45%. So, yeah, just scoring all around at the moment.
24 HS is going to need these completions if they want to keep pace with ST at this point.
This could be a double completion for 24 HS, though. Oh, and a death for Hammy on the last click. Unfortunate. We'll see what happens for Hazel.
That's gonna hurt in the long run.
Oh, and a death
and
for Hazel
another!
on the last click.
Oh my goodness!
Well, that's a lot of points lost. That's like overall. That's like 100 points missing, or not really 100 points, but probably around something like in that area.
About 50.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, combined 100, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Combined, yeah, okay. See, I was like a little confused, but we got there.
Yep.
So the gap is currently 309 points, meaning ST is ahead by that many. We see Spyrosh and Technical on good attempts here. It's gonna be another completion for Technical. And actually, if you would like you like to tell us how many completions these players have all gotten? Keeping in mind, Technical did just beat the level as well.
Alright, so in total for Spyrosh, we have 2 completions. Tech at the most right now with 5. Hazel at 3, and Hammy is at 2. So currently, Technical has more the same amount of completions as 24HS's team combined, which is very. Actually, that's 3 in a row from Tech.
3 in a row. So is this actually continuing? This could be 4 in a row?
This could be 4 in a row. That is
4
correct.
in a row for Technical is crazy. Spyros did just get another completion. Hazel just got another completion. A lot of completions in this round. And in fact, generally speaking... Oh, and the music has just decided it doesn't want to. That's fine. We can fix it. There we go. So actually, generally speaking, Hammy, Hazel, and Spyros are all pretty evenly matched right now. Their scores are very similar.
Yeah, definitely.
Technical kind of just taking it away, though.
Perhaps getting 4 in a row here.
Yeah, this could be 4 in a row for Technical, which would be just insane.
Those completion might be canceled out by Hammy, who is also approaching 3rd qual.
Technical gets 4 in a row.
Insane.
Crazy performance. Spyro's not far behind here, almost getting another completion on the board for ST. Oh, and Hammy getting a completion. 24HS kind of going out with a bang here. Well, they're not quite winning in this round. They are pulling off a really, really good performance.
Yeah, definitely. And I do believe that was another death at the ending for Spyros. Getting 94 the last click.
Oof. Yeah, very unfortunate.
Only a minute left.
We have 1 minute remaining. We see in chat, quote unquote, I didn't practice much before this, by the way, W Tech.
This could be 5 in a row from Tech here.
This could be 5 in a row. Didn't practice much before the match.
Yep.
Is he gonna do it? And he does it. 5
there it is.
In a row. 5 completions on Lefish in a row. We also see Hammy about to make it into the ending. And gets a completion as well. Just completions every 2 seconds in this round.
Only about 10 seconds left in the match. These players are all approaching the final attempt.
And we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone is on their final attempts.
Everyone in the beginning of the level right now.
Ooh, Spyros
and that is Spyros done.
Spyros can stop playing. Just to be clear, Spyros can stop playing. I think sometimes it might take a second for them to be deafened, undeafened. That's completely
and
fine.
Hazel has died. Hazel can stop playing now.
Yep, Hazel is done.
Tech and Hammy still on their final attempts. Tech going for 6 in a row right here.
This will be 6 in a row. I almost feel bad if he gets this. Like, we have to cut him off, but like he should keep going.
Yeah.
Like, see how many completions he can get.
Both players in the ending.
This could be 2 completions for each team right at the end. Tactical getting 6 in a row.
Insane
just absolutely
performance.
ridiculous.
Hammy on their final attempt. Can they clutch it out? One last completion.
Yeah, there they go, getting a completion on the board for their final attempt. All players are done. Yeah, just absolutely insane. Both very high scoring here. I'm gonna let you, Fox, talk to these players, see how they're feeling, and yeah.
Alrighty, starting with Spyros. How do you feel about your performance today? I don't know.
I'm muted. Oops. I did all right. I was really nervous, like at the start, but once I kind of like got into gear a bit, I got a few completions in. I only got 3 completions, but I died to the end twice, which is like fine. I also got a ton of qualifying. I know, so I'm pretty happy. My first tourney match since like 2022, so I was like,
oh wow,
2022.
Yeah. I was so nervous, but I'm pretty happy with how I did.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah, insane performance. moving over to technical.
Tech, how do you feel about today's match?
Okay, I was kind of freaking out a little bit in the first like minute or two because I realized I was actually playing like really, really bad because I was under a lot of nerves and a lot of stress. Because I remember the last time I played a tournament match, I played it really bad and it caused New York to get eliminated. So I was like really nervous that it was gonna happen again. But at one point, I just literally just took a deep breath and was like, okay, just focus and everything's gonna be fine. And I think I just wrapped that up going 6 in a row.
Yep,
Did I not?
You did. You did.
And
That was
I know
insane.
going into the last one, I knew it was my last attempt. If I got to the end, I was like, I need to get this 6th one in a row. That'd be so hype, and it happened. I could not be happier with how it went after the
I'm not
mental
gonna
reset.
lie, I almost feel bad cutting you off with that because like I felt like you had to keep going. Like go for 7 in a row.
Yeah, but no,
very
I feel really good about how it went after the mental reset.
Awesome. Well, moving on to Hazel, how do you feel about your performance today?
Oh my goodness. I have not felt this nervous since I was going for Verdant Landscape. Actually. But I was not expecting to get 227% within like I don't know what was that, like 10 attempts. I'll take it. But yeah, this is my first like tournament round ever.
Oh wow, so that's very
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah, you got that 2 in a row in there.
But I got robbed of maybe a completion or 2, I think.
Yeah, it looks like you had one death at 94. That's a little rough, and that would have been another 2 in a row.
Oh, it would have? Oh.
Yeah. Still very impressive performance though.
Yeah, very good performance. You still scored 1,850 points, which is very high scoring. Everybody did generally score very similarly.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
All right. Sorry, you can continue.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, moving on to Hammy. How do you feel about your performance today?
I mean, the first few minutes were a bit rough. I died a lot kind of in the middle of the level, which was kind of a bummer because I think I could have gotten completions on those attempts. But I did wrap up a 3 in a row at the end.
Yeah, I
But
see that. That's very impressive.
no match for Tech 6 in a row though. Yeah.
No, you did great.
Yeah, very good performance. So overall, that brings us to the end of today's event. Congratulations to Team ST and very good performance from 24HS. Join us next weekend where we'll have 2 more matches. It will be Void vs Mlem and Ice vs Team Sigma. So, once again, thank you everyone for joining. Very good job to all the players today. And yeah, that's it from us today. Goodbye.